Yeah. Come on in.
Hello.
Hi.
How's it going?
Good. I'm Tom.
Hi, Tom.
So we've got Michael here. He's a 52-year-old male. He's presented with chest pain today. Retrosternal. Described as heavy in nature. Not radiating anywhere. Current vital signs, just getting all the blood pressure now, but as I found him, as you can see. Initial 12-lead ECG, I appear to have a semi-pattern.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't done the PCI referral, so I'll have to leave that up to you.
Sure.
I was just about to get sucked into some drugs,
Okay.
giving him some GTN and aspirin,
Yeah.
Ketamine and things like that.
Have you discussed it with the patient yet?
I've told him that there's something on the ECG that I'm not happy with, and that you were going to come along and have a look, and then we were going to go from there.
Sure. Yeah. Sounds good.
But he's happy to start getting some. I've had a chat to him about the drugs, GTN and aspirin,
Yeah.
so we'll start to do that.
Okay, Michael. Has Tom explained to you that it looks from your ECG like you're having a heart attack today?
Yeah, he said something similar to that, but
Yeah.
I'm not 100%.
Yeah. So the ECG and the pain you have tell us that your heart is struggling.
Okay.
There's a blockage
Yeah.
affecting the supply to it.
Okay.
So there's a few treatment options we can offer you
Yeah.
to try and get the blood flow back into your heart.
Okay.
We need to give you some medications to thin your blood a little bit so
Yeah.
that this blockage doesn't get bigger.
Okay.
And then we're going to take you to hospital, and you're going to see the cardiologist in the hospital, and they'll try and treat your heart attack as best we can so that you don't have any long-term problems from it. Is that okay?
Can't you just treat me here? I don't really like going to hospitals.
No, this is more serious than we're able to treat here.
I'll,
But we can start the treatment, and then you'll get the rest of the treatment in the hospital, and then you'll be able to come home once it's all sorted out.
I'm not feeling great, but I'm feeling alright here at the moment. Maybe this will just pass and we can do some stuff here. I can go home, see my doctor in a few days and see how we go from there.
I don't think that's a good idea. Your heart is very important. It's keeping you alive,
Yep.
and at the moment you're having pain because it's struggling.
Mhm.
And the ECG tells us that there's a blockage in one of the blood vessels to your heart, which is a very serious condition. A lot of people die when they have a heart attack, especially one that's not treated.
Okay. But not everyone. Sometimes there are. I really don't like hospitals. Or my beliefs, I don't really like going into them. There's certain procedures I don't like having done. I understand my heart's not functioning properly, but I just don't want to go to hospital. I'd rather just get some basic treatment here, and then I can see my GP and see how that goes.
Okay. So not everybody dies, you're right, not everybody dies from a heart attack, but a lot of people are left quite seriously disabled after a heart attack that they don't get treatment for. So you could be disabled from this heart attack where you wouldn't be able to live at home independently anymore if you don't treat this heart attack. So usually if you go to hospital after a heart attack, you'll see a cardiologist. You might have to stay in for a couple of days, but you won't be there long term. You'll be able to come home again once the treatment is done.
But I just don't really. I'd rather just sort of stay at home. I don't want to be in a hospital. I'm willing to take that risk. See if it resolves. My heart's still working at the moment, so I don't want to have lots of needles and that and sort of really invasive stuff going on. I'd rather just let it heal naturally and see if I live. If not, I'm happy with that decision.
Okay, that's a very big decision.
Yeah.
That's a big call to make. So if you choose to refuse to come to hospital with us against our advice, we need to do some checks to make sure that you really understand what we're saying and that you're clear about all the details about what we're worried about. We need to make sure you understand that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So we need to talk to you about that.
Okay.
So first of all, we'll just talk to you about a few immediate things.
Yeah.
So you say you're happy to have some treatment here at home? At the
Yeah, I'm
moment?
happy to have some treatment here, but I don't want to sort of go to hospital. I've just got some beliefs and I don't want to have real invasive stuff done to my body. I'd rather it heals naturally. If not, that's just the way life is.
So I think an aspirin is reasonable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm happy with that.
So,
No current
have
bleeding
you-
disorders, no psychostimulants.
No.
Great.
Fine.
Take an aspirin for me.
And the other question is if your heart stops beating right now while we're here with you,
Yeah.
do you want us to treat you?
No.
Or would you, so we can put these pads on your chest, and if your heart stops beating now, then we can see if we can restart it straight away.
Well, I don't want to come back and be like disabled. If I'm going to die, I'm happy with that. If I'm going to keep living, I'd like to be full healthy. I don't want to be somewhere in between.
Yeah, we can't promise you that.
Yeah.
We can't promise you that you're not going to be in the kind of middle category that you
Yeah.
won't be disabled
Okay.
and have to live in a nursing home or something like that.
No, I don't want. If my heart stops, I'd just appreciate it and not do anything for me.
Okay, so we're going to leave the pads off. We'll give you that aspirin anyway.
Yeah.
That's a good start.
Got G10 here if you want.
Yeah, I think we can give them some GTN while we're
Yeah.
here. Do you have a bottle of GTN yourself at home?
No,
No.
no, I don't have any medication.
Yeah, okay, let's go with that much
Cool.
if the odds are all
So
good.
heart rate's good,
Yeah.
blood pressure's good. Mate, can you just give me a big smile and squeeze my fingers here?
Yeah.
Good, excellent. Alright. So just going to spray this, just lift the tongue to the roof of your mouth. Great.
We're going to give you an aspirin to chew on, and that might help a little bit to thin some of
Okay.
your blood. So I've got a lot of questions to ask you.
Okay.
I need you to understand what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I need you to remember it, and then
Yeah.
I'm going to get you to tell me back in your own words afterwards.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the two of us are going to, at the end of that, we're going to agree that we all understand each other and that we're clear. So
Yeah.
everybody's thinking clearly and remembering.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Yep.
Yeah. So, first of all, do you know where you are at the moment?
Yeah, I'm just at home.
What's your address here at home?
Alright, we're on Kessler's Road at Nathan.
Sure, yeah. Do you know what day it is?
It is Thursday,
So do you know what year?
2017.
Sure. And do you know who we are?
Yeah, paramedics, Queensland Service.
Okay, yeah. So you're alert and orientated at the moment, that's good, you're clear. Yeah.
I know what's going on.
You know what's going on. Sure. Have you had any alcohol or drugs today?
No.
And do you have any problems with your memory or with your thinking? Like, do you have dementia or Alzheimer's or
No,
anything
no.
like that?
No, brain's all working.
Excellent. Okay. So we're happy that he's making sense and that you're clear right now, so that's good. Is there any reason, can you tell me about the reason you don't want to go to hospital?
I've got a few religious beliefs that I just don't like invasive treatment. I'm happy to get basic things, but if anything beyond that, my religious beliefs stop me from that, and it's something I've lived my entire life, and I like that respected.
And there's nobody putting you under any pressure? There's
No.
nobody forcing you to stay at home or telling you you're not allowed?
I'm not married,
to
I haven't got
go
kids, my parents are all gone, so these are my personal decisions that I've always made.
Okay, so we're happy that you're not been forced by
No,
anyone
no.
to refuse to go to hospital. Sure. So So I'm going to explain to you what we think is happening.
Yep.
Going by our ECG and our assessment and what you're telling us. And then the risks of that. So
Yep.
I'm going to explain all that to you. If you have any questions, you need to stop me and ask, because you need to be clear. You need to understand this clearly by
Okay.
the time I'm finished. And then I'm going to get you to tell me back in your own words afterwards
I can do that.
exactly what that is. So you have you have pain in your chest
Yeah.
because,
just a little bit.
because your heart is suffering.
Okay.
Your heart is under pressure today. The ECG tells us that one of the blood vessels that supplies the muscle of your heart is blocked.
Yep.
So there's a whole area of your heart. So your heart is like a big round muscle, and there's one area of it is getting no blood supply. So it's similar to if you were running and your leg muscles were working really hard, but then we cut off the blood, that pain would get really bad in your muscles.
Okay.
Do you understand that?
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's a whole area of your heart that's getting no blood at the moment, and it's dying. So that part of the muscle will die.
Yep.
Often when someone is having a heart attack, their heart can't cope and it stops. So that's why we like to treat them, to stop your heart from so much of it dying that it can't beat anymore, and then it dies and you die. The other risk is that a big area of your heart doesn't work anymore, it doesn't move like it should, and then you end up quite disabled, where you would be so breathless that you couldn't walk around the house, and your limbs can swell up so you're not able to function. And if you get disabled like that, you might have to live in a nursing home rather than at home, because you just wouldn't be able to manage to get like from bed to the toilet to the kitchen and things like that.
Yeah.
So they're both real risks that you're at risk of today. They're not like a small 1 in a million chance, they're real. Like they're quite a substantial risk if you don't get your heart attack treated today. There's also a risk that this pain is going to get much worse and you're going to suffer from really, really bad pain today or on for the next few days. And that pain could be so bad that you might not even be able to phone us back. You could be feeling so awful that you might not even be able to phone us if you wanted to. Do you understand that?
Yeah. My heart's just suffering because it hasn't got enough blood, so it's starting to die, and it potentially could be dying. And then this could be, I might not survive this. Very high chance. But I don't want to take the risk of going to the hospital. I'd rather stay at home and sort of ride it out and see what happens.
And if you don't die today, you understand that like after today, what might happen?
Yeah, I do. That's something I would hopefully I hope doesn't happen, but I understand that I may end up disabled.
Okay. So I'm going to ask you that again in a minute. We're going to talk about that again in a minute. So I really want to be sure that you're understanding and remembering, and this is a very clear decision you're making. It's not a rush decision.
Yep.
And that you can change your mind.
Okay.
Yeah. So have a think about that. We're going to do your checks again. How are you feeling since that spray?
It's a little better.
Yeah.
Still
So
there.
we're going to do another round of checks, and we might give you another spray. Yeah. I'll do blood pressure again, but we're on another ECG. So just to be clear, earlier you said you don't like invasive, so you don't like needles in your body.
No, I don't want to go and get invasive procedures at the
So we're
hospital.
not really going to be able to go any farther with our treatment
Not the
at the
access or
moment.
anything.
Okay. So tell me about who you have as support people. You mentioned your GP?
Yeah, I've got a GP, I've got friends in the neighbourhood that can help me out, so I can contact them if
Yeah.
I have any problems and go see my local doctor, and
Yeah.
if I want to have anything sort of simple done.
Okay. You don't have any family?
No, nothing close. No, just friends.
Okay. So we're going to give you some advice that will that we're going to leave you with in
Yep.
a minute. When if you're still deciding to not go to hospital, we're going to have to go away and we're going to have to leave you here on your own. So we're going to give you some advice about that.
Okay.
So first of all, it would be really good if you had somebody here with you today. Is there
Okay.
somebody you could call?
Yeah, I could phone a friend.
Yeah, that might come over.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can do that.
We would really like you to see your GP today.
Yeah.
This is a big decision, and your GP will need to support you going forward
Okay.
for if you're
Yeah, I
refusing
can call them as
to go
well.
into hospital. So what would be ideal for us is if your friend would come over now and then maybe bring you to the doctor this afternoon.
I can organise that.
You
Yeah,
can organise
I'm happy
that.
to do that.
Yeah. Do you want us to make some phone calls? Do you want us to call your friend?
I'll take care of it. I'm happy to do that.
Yeah.
I can do that while you're here if you like. or-
Yeah, that would be good. You don't have to tell us that you're going to do anything you don't really want to do.
Yeah.
But we would like if you do that.
Okay.
That would be
Yeah,
good.
I can do that for you.
Okay. And will your friend understand that you've decided to not go to hospital?
Mostly. Yeah, probably.
And the other advice we'd like to give you is that you can call us back. You can change your mind anytime.
Yeah.
So just because you haven't come up with this now, you know, if you start to feel worse or if the pain is really bothering you, or you change your mind and you decide it's worth taking some of the treatments, then we can come back.
Okay.
We can take you to hospital, or we can come and see you again and talk about it again if you want to.
Yeah, I'll think about that.
Yeah.
I'll talk to my friends about that.
Yeah, and talk to your GP about
Yeah,
that.
I will.
Yeah, okay. So your GP might offer you to have some medications you can be taking at home to manage your pain and to try and keep your heart beating as best as it can.
Okay.
Yeah, but we can't promise that that's going to work.
Okay, I understand that.
Okay. So will you talk to me again about what's happening today and what you've decided?
It looks like I'm having a heart attack because the blood's not getting to my heart properly. There might be some muscle death. That was to understand. And I'm happy to stay at home and seek my own pathway through assistance because I don't want to go to hospital. I don't want anything invasive done to my body. And that's the decision I've made.
Yeah. So I'm just to make sure, I'm just going to talk to you about how some of the treatments would work, just in case that changes your mind. So there's a couple of treatment options for heart attacks. One of them is they just put a tiny little wire in under your skin up into your heart and they pull out the clot that's blocking your heart. The other one is that they give you a medication that like a Drano kind of medication that breaks the clot, and that's just through a drip in your arm. So do you think, are those treatments too invasive for you?
Yeah, I think so. Maybe I can have my GP or someone give me that. I don't have to go to hospital. I think it's ideal for me.
Yeah. Okay. But you're not willing to
No,
be in
not at the
hospital
moment.
and have any
No.
needles or anything like that. Okay. Yeah. And you understand that you might die today?
Yeah, I understand
Yeah.
that.
You might be disabled after today. And you understand that you might have really bad pain
Yeah, I understand that.
after today. Yeah. Okay. So your obs all still normal? Yeah, the ECG is still the same. Yeah. Don't give them any more GTN.
You'll just get this last one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spinal tongue.
So have you any questions?
No, you've explained everything. I understand that I'm not very well today, but I don't want to get any further treatment.
Okay.
And I'll find my own sort of means if I feel comfortable doing it.
Okay. Will you make that call to your friend now?
Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to get on the phone.
Yeah, that's rolling.
You and your bloody religious.
Oh, my bloody BP, that's not right.
What was it?
That's like 50 and 100.
Did you want
Is that actual?
Yes.
Yeah, that's actual.
Well, you run it at 100 heartbeat as well, mate.